Can you see the potential in Malaysia for being the leading steady industry that can fast growing as big as Macau and Singapore?
If Malaysia is going to grow as fast?
Can you see the potential? How long it can take to Malaysia become like that?
For Malaysia to become like that? Well, that's actually a very hard question for me to answer. I'm not sure if any one of my superiors could.
Okay, that's too tough for Roger. But very interesting question. Thank you for that. Of course, if you compare with locations or cities or countries like Macau, Hong Kong, even if you go back 20 years, 25 years, how Hong Kong grew as a city-state, or Singapore, and you're wondering if this could happen in Malaysia. At the moment, right here, with all the information I have, I would say no. Reason: one, political environment. Number two, policies. Number three, administration. If there would be a major change in the political direction and in the way of policy creation, which would be more supportive and with a long-term plan, a master plan, structured master plan, which is the commitment to drive and say, okay, we want to be the leading hotel industry or the leading country in terms of number of hotels or of hospitality or so. It could be, yes, it could happen, but I think it's not there. And as earlier also your principal mentioned, yes, Malaysia is known as a very busy tourist destination. You have the latest number, it's like 2 years back I have in mind, is about 25 million arrivals. So you have to be careful. Arrivals is statistics. Statistics is like accounting. You can put it this way, or you can explain it differently, you can put it in another way. 25 million includes everything, like, let's say I go to Singapore one day for lunch and I go back, so it's another entry, yeah? So there's a lot of like day visit. How many people is day visit? How many people come from the region? How many people come from long haul, from Europe, America or so? What is the spending power of the people? If you have 60 million people and everybody comes and spend per day, let's say 40 ringgit, it's very small income in tourism business. If you have, for example, you compare, let's say Bali, his home country or his island. Bali, you have a very good mix of people from Southeast Asia, Asia, from Europe, from America. Tourists arrive from every part of the world to spend holidays in Bali. But because they are from developed countries or leading countries, plus their travel is also from further away, of course they must already spend on the flight, so they have more money. So the average spending is, I guess, like in the region of 150 to 200 US dollars per day. Of course, this is much, much, much more in tourism revenues compared to another country with like 20 US dollars or so. Even they have more people coming in. So, answering your question, at the moment, if you ask me, can Malaysia develop tourism as strong or as fast as, for example, Macau? No.
Thank you. Is there any more time to answer more questions?
Yes. For one last question.
Yes, sir.
So just now you said you go through all the departments, and which of the department you did the tough one?
The tough one, housekeeping. Housekeeping is really hard.
And which department is you like the most?
Well, I've been working in F&B for 7 to 8 years now. I like it a lot, but front office is also something that interests me. And I've been working F&B in front office at the moment right now, so I've really not made a choice yet of what I want to do ultimately in the end, but right now it's still more on the F&B side, because that's where my experiences are, that's where I have most of the contact with the people as well. So, and I like that. So F&B is definitely something that I want to do now at the moment. Yeah.
But you did well in engineering.
Sorry?
In engineering, you did well.
I was an engineer. I did well. Yeah, replacing light bulbs is one of my specialties right now. I couldn't do that before. No, but every department has something different to do, of course. But housekeeping is really hard. But that's my experience now in Holiday Inn as well, of course. This is my first experience in housekeeping. But the truth is, every department has a lot of challenges. So there's not really one department that is exceptionally hard. That's what I can tell you. Is there any more questions?
Yeah, one last one.
Yes, sir.
I'm knowing that hospitality industry is like fast growing in the world right now. So let's say it's too much of competition in the hospitality industry. Is it a bad effect or good effect? It's mean like until the growth rate lowers until we cannot afford back.
No, yeah, exactly. Yeah, what you say is that when it's really fast growing, the competitive companies will grow even more competitive every time. But that's only good. That's only a good thing, I think, for this whole industry to get higher and higher every time. But what I think is that it's going to be harder to get into the hotel business in a somewhat higher function, of course. But what I said, you can start low and you can build your way up any time. It shouldn't be a problem at all. But be sure that you have a good education to back yourself up. That is something very important to have, and especially in the future, of course. Yeah. Okay. So that would be it for my side. Thank you very much for your questions, and I hope I answered a lot, and I hope I answered correctly for you, that you've learned from me. And okay, and I wish you all the good luck, all the success in your studies, and yeah, that's it. Terima kasih.